Like you said, we have a lot of guys returning. We're senior heavy this year. We have a lot of guys with experience in big games. I think this week is going to be a testament to that. Experience going to come in, be a big factor in that game. So it's helped us a lot.
You lead me right into that. I mean, that's the game of the year in high school football to this point. A rematch last year's state championship game, which was hard fought, and really a defensive struggle, at least most of the way. How much have you guys been looking forward to this moment? I mean, when you come to Jenks, when you wear that on your chest, you're expecting to be in games like this and take on opponents like this. How much are you guys looking forward to this Friday night?
Yeah, ever since we've been little kids, we've looked up to these moments, and now we get our chance to kind of prove ourselves, I guess. Last year, it didn't finish how we wanted,
right.
And I think that was kind of in the back of our heads for the past year. Yeah. And so I know our guys are fired up. We're excited to play.
All right, so you're a guy who grew up here, probably cheering for guys who wore the number 9 for Jenks. Do you have a favorite, by the way, going back maybe when you were little kids? You watched for Jenks who was your guy?
Yes, growing up, Sawyer Cole Morgan was one of my favorites.
Yep.
His sister took care of me when I was a kid, and so we would hang out occasionally. And so I always looked up to him. And then Ian Corwin, I was his backup for 2 years, and I love that guy to death. He taught me so much, and so those two guys really are the ones I look up to and try to play like.
What does that mean to you now that they're little kids, wearing the Jenks uniform who look up to you now?
It means the world, because I used to be in their shoes and thought the high school guys were just superheroes, and now to be in that role, it's such a blessing.
Yeah.
And I love being able, after we score a touchdown, to go over to the fence and give them fist bumps, and they love it. And take pictures with them after the game. So yeah, it's such a blessing to be in a position like this.
I don't know if there's another school and position group that we cover here in Green Country that has this going on, where every year somebody's going to be wearing number 9, and you almost couldn't pick them out of a lineup or separate. They are, granted, there are differences, but very often it's a similar kind of kid. To play quarterback at Jenks, what does it take? When you say Jenks quarterback, what do you think? What characteristics, what traits do you think?
Yeah, I think there's such a great tradition, like you said, with the number 9. And I think the best thing that we like to do and that we like to hand down to the other guys is character. Each and every day, we want to come with the best attitude for our team. We want to be the calm in the storm, and kind of be the guy for our teammates that they can all look up to. And that's super important to us. And we always want to be the leader and just play the hardest we possibly can.
We've had Grant Lohr as our player of the week. Logan Nobles is a guy who's going to play at the next level. There are Jaden Patrick, obviously incredibly talented kid. Mm-hmm. You are at the controls of this thing that's got so much talent and skill. How do you see your role, fitting in there?
Like I said earlier, I just want to be the calm in the storm. I'm just going to try to get the ball to them as much as possible and let them do their thing. They're great players, and they know how to win and they know how to compete. Logan Nobles is a great example. The O-line position is the most selfless people I've ever been around. And each and every day, each and every game, they play as hard as they possibly can for their teammates. They don't get to score, stuff like that. So if I can just be there to encourage them, give the ball to Grant Lohr and Jaden Patrick, I think we'll have a good chance to win ball games.
And talking to kids week after week, we've gotten some sense of just how much work it's taken, how much discipline it's taken to get to this point and have a season. You drove all the way out to Enid and had a game taken away from you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Crazy things have happened here in 2020. It's taken sacrifice on the part of coaches and players and everything to get to this point. When you get to a game like this, a moment like this, how much do you appreciate